So now we are going to learn about the treatment of goodwill at the time of retirement, right? The treatment of goodwill at the time of retirement. So that means what? How we are going to treat the goodwill at the time of retirement. See, remember that I have already told about the journal entry what is going to take place. So that will not be a very big problem for you all, because we have seen the journal entry in the previous video also, that the journal entry for goodwill appears like this. Gaining partner, just a minute, let me show you. Gaining partners capital account debit to retiring partners capital account to sacrificing partners capital account, if there is anyone sacrificing, right? So this portion I'll just copy it and I will take it there for you, so that you don't have any doubt, any confusion there. Okay, even if I don't do that also, you will be understanding the concepts, but still, to make the things more easy and simpler for you, I'm just bringing it down here. Okay, and I will just name it the form, the heading, I'll just name it. It is treatment of goodwill at the time of retirement, isn't it? At the time of retirement. Clear? Treatment of goodwill at the time of retirement. Now, in this case, what will happen? Let's find it out. What will happen in this case? So, treatment of goodwill at the time of retirement. As you can understand, treatment of goodwill at the time of retirement will be signifying how we are going to pay the retiring partner his share of goodwill, isn't it? How we are going to pay the retiring partner his share of goodwill. So how will you pay? The gaining, whoever the gaining partner is, his capital will be debited, he will have to pay, and he will pay to the retiring partner. Along with that, if we find any partner who is sacrificing, then that will also be adding up with the journal entry. Okay, that also will be added up with the journal entry. Now, so in this, we will explain this particular portion with a question, that is illustration number 13. So you can just note down those notes and okay. So in the illustration number 13, we'll learn about the treatment of goodwill. Very simple sum. It has been added up in CBSE 2004 examination also. So what is here? P, Q, and R are the partners sharing profits equally, right? R is retiring and the goodwill of the firm is valued at 3,60,000. Clear? The profit sharing ratio was 1:1:1, and R told the firm goodbye. Clear? And now what happened? At the time of his retirement, the goodwill of the firm was 3,60,000. Fine. No goodwill account appeared as yet in the book of the firm. अभी तक कोई भी goodwill account नहीं है book में. Okay, goodwill was not appearing in the book, right? Goodwill was not appearing in the book. The treatment of goodwill appearing in the book is same like admission. If it is appearing, you have to write it off, isn't it? You have to write it off. So here it is not appearing. So after that, what is given? What is given? P and Q agree to share future profits in the ratio of 3:2. Okay, P and Q, they are agreeing. Okay, P and Q, they are agreeing to what they are agreeing? They are agreeing to share the future profits. Okay, they are agreeing to share the future profits in which ratio? In the ratio 3:2. Okay, in the ratio 3:2. Right? Okay, great. So once again, let me just give you the concept. Remember that whenever the goodwill account is there, you have to first of all write it off. Next, you have to find out what is retiring partner share of goodwill. Next, you have to find out what is the gaining ratio or sacrificing ratio, and accordingly give the entry. Okay, so first thing, goodwill is not here, so forget about the first step. Second step, what is firm's goodwill? 3,60,000, right? 3,60,000. And what is our share? Our share will be equally. That means 1/3 of 3,60,000. So 1/3 of 3,60,000 will be how much? Exactly 1,20,000, isn't it? Exactly 1,20,000. So this 1,20,000 will be taken by whom? By P and Q, because the ratio is also told. See, P and Q, they are agreeing to take the future profit in the ratio 3:2. So you have to find out now what is the gain or sacrifice, whatever, right? So let's find it out. So we are moving down and we are finding out the calculation. We are seeing that we are finding the gaining ratio. So P is gaining how much? The new ratio is given. So you can see in the question, the new ratio is 3:2. That means 3/5. And the in case of Q, it is 2/5. So P how much? 3/5 minus old ratio was how much? Old ratio was 1/3, isn't it? The old ratio was 1/3. So that means ultimately what is happening? P is gaining how much? 4/15. And in case of Q, Q is gaining how much? 1/15, isn't it? 2/15 and 1/15. So ultimately what is happening? The gaining ratio, it comes to 4:1. Okay, the gaining ratio, it is coming to 4:1. Clear? 4:1. The gaining ratio is 4:1. So this 4:1 is nothing but the ratio which is going to help you settle the amount of goodwill of retiring partners, right? So that means what? 4:1 is the ratio in which you are going to pay R his share of goodwill. So what is his share of goodwill? 1,20,000. As I already told you, 1/3 of 3,60,000. How come 1/3? Because the profit sharing ratio was equal. That means R was having 1/3 share. So 1/3 of 3,60,000 is 1,20,000. So 1,20,000 will be given by P and Q in the ratio 4:1. That means what will be the journal entry? P's capital account debit, Q's capital account debit to R's capital account 1,20,000. And this 1,20,000 will be given by P. In which ratio? 4/5 and 1/5. So 4/5 and 1/5, it is how much? 4/5 of 1,20,000 is 96,000 and 1/5 of 1,20,000 is 24,000. Clear? So this is how you are going to calculate the gaining ratio and sacrificing ratio and settle the goodwill of retiring partner. Okay, I will take one more sum. We'll take few more sums so that we can understand the concept of goodwill properly. Then comes the next question, that is X, Y, and Z are partners sharing profits in the ratio of 2:3:5. So the ratio comes to 2/5, 3/5, 2/10, 3/10, 5/10, isn't it? And goodwill is appearing in the book at the time. So here we find out a goodwill appearing. So goodwill is appearing means we have to write it off, right? So how much was the value of goodwill appearing? 60,000. And X was retiring on the day of, okay, and X was retiring, right? And on the day of X retirement, the goodwill was valued. The new value of goodwill is 45,000. Doesn't matter whether it is more or less, doesn't matter, okay? What is happening after that? Y and Z decide to share the future profits equally. Fine. Now we have to find out the new ratio is given. Okay, so we have to find out the gaining ratio. What we have to do? We have to find out how much is the value of goodwill appearing, that we have to write it off. First step, right? Find out the goodwill appearing in the book and write it off. Second step, find out what is the goodwill of the firm and what will be retiring partner share. Third step, calculate the gaining ratio and give the entry. So we can see that the goodwill appearing in the book is 60,000. So how to settle it? How to close this 60,000? It will be what? Gaining partners capital account. Sorry, old partners capital account debit, isn't it? Old partners capital account debit, that is X capital account debit, Y's capital account debit, Z's capital account debit to goodwill. In which ratio? 2:3:5 ratio. So you can see that this 60,000 has been divided in the ratio 2:3:5, and the entry appears like this: X capital account debit 12,000, Y's capital account debit 18,000, Z's capital account debit 30,000, to goodwill account 60,000. Okay. So this is how your transaction will appear. After that, what will happen? Once it has been settled, after that we have to find out retiring partner share. X retires, and on the day of retirement, you can see that the goodwill was valued 45,000. So what will be X share? 2/10. So 2/10 of this will be how much? 9,000, isn't it? So X share is 9,000. Clear? After that, what is told? Y and Z decided to share future profits equally. Okay, the future profit will be shared by Y and Z equally. So that means 1:1. So let's find out the gain or sacrifice. You can see that in case of Y, the new ratio is 1/2 and the old ratio was 3/10. So ultimately Y is gaining 2/10 and Z It was earlier 1 by 2. Now, so the new ratio is 1 by 2. Earlier it was also 5 by 10. That means there is no gain, no sacrifice. That means only Y is gaining. So if only Y is gaining, that means only Y will give. So what will be the entry? Y's capital account debit to X capital account. Right? So Y's capital account debit 9,000 to Y's capital account 9,000. We know how 9,000 came. This 9,000 is nothing but Y share, that is 2 by 10. 2 by 10 of 45,000, that is 9,000. The share of goodwill, right? This is how you are going to settle. Then comes another question. In this particular question, we will be seeing how one partner is, so two partners are gaining, one partner is not, either is not gaining or sacrificing, is not doing anything. Okay, there will be another question where you will be seeing that one partner is gaining, other one is sacrificing. That type of sum also I am going to include. Okay, so first of all, let's see this one. What is given here? A, B, C, and D are partners sharing profits in the ratio of 3:4:3:2. Okay, 3:4:3:2. So on the day of retirement of C, the goodwill was valued at 60,000. Okay, the goodwill of the farm was valued at 60,000. Clear? And what is given here? A, B, and D decided to share future profits equally. The future profit, the partners are going to share the future profits equally. Clear? Is it clear? That means the future profit between whom? Who is going to retire? C is going to retire, right? So the future profit between A, B, and C will be 1:1:1. Clear? The new ratio is 1:1:1. Clear? 1:1:1. Now pass the journal entries for the treatment of goodwill without opening goodwill account. So no need to show goodwill account. Doesn't matter. There's no goodwill appearing in the book, so nothing to write it off. So what will you do? Straightforward, find out the gaining ratio or sacrificing ratio. So what is the gaining ratio of A? The new ratio is 1 by 3. Isn't it? New ratio 1:1:1 means 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3, right? So for A also 1 by 3 minus old ratio was 3 by, how much it is coming? 12. 3 by 12. So ultimately A is gaining how much? 1 by 12. In case of B, the new ratio is 1 by 3, the old ratio was 4 by 12, ultimately it is 0. No gain, no sacrifice. In case of D, the new ratio is 1 by 3, the new ratio is 1 by 3, the old ratio was 2 by 12. So we can see that D is gaining 2 by 12. That means what? The gaining ratio between A and D is in the ratio 1:2. So they will give to whom? They will give to C in the ratio 1:2. So what will be C share? The goodwill of the farm was 60,000. So C share will be how much? 3 by 12. So 3 by 12 of 60,000 will be 15,000. Right? You do it. Okay. 15,000. 3 by 12 of 60,000, it is 15,000. So this 15,000 will be given by whom? A and D in the ratio 1:2. Don't take 1 by 12 and 2 by 12. Okay. So 15,000 into 1 by 3 and 15,000 into 2 by 3 will be given by A and D. So the journal entry will be A's capital account debit 1 by 3 of 15,000, that is 5,000 rupees. B's capital account debit 2 by 3 of 15,000, that is 10,000 rupees. And the whole amount will be credited again to C's capital account 15,000, right? So this is how it will be shown. Clear? Now we will take one more sum. Okay, so total we have taken more than 5 sums around. So we will take this other sum also for that. So let's start the sum. Here what is given? A, B, and C are partners, and the profit sharing ratio is 4:3:2. That means 4 by 9, 3 by 9, and 2 by 9. And B decided to retire. B is going to leave the business, right? B is going to leave the business. And what is going to happen after that? B is going to retire, and what is going to happen? And the surrender B is going to surrender his share to A and C in the ratio 3:1. That is the gaining ratio is given 3:1, right? The goodwill of the firm is valued at 1.5 years, 1.5 years purchase of super profit. Okay, we have to calculate here. So super profit based on average profit of the last 3 years, which were like this: 2 lakh, 2,40,000, 3,10,000 respectively. Then the normal profit was how much? 1,70,000. Clear? And that I think you will understand, because how to find out super profit, you know. Average profit equals to the total profit divided by number of years, right? Then average profit minus this normal profit, that is 1,70,000, will be the super profit. So goodwill already appearing in the book was how much? 72,000. This you have to write it off. And what is given after that? The profit for the first year after B's retirement. Okay, the profit after B's retirement is given how much? 5,40,000. So this also you have to settle. So give the journal entry. After B has left the business, this was the profit. So that we will see how to do. So let's start. What you will do first of all is that write off the goodwill. So it was 72,000, right? So 72,000 will be written off by A, B, and C in which ratio? 4:3:2 ratio. So the journal entry will appear like this: A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit, C's capital account debit to goodwill. Okay. Let me tell you, there is an option given in Google. You can decrease the speed of the video and you can hear it more conveniently. Okay. So how much it will be? 72,000. It will be distributed in the ratio 4:3:2. So ultimately it will become 4/12 of 72,000, 3/12 of 72,000, and 2/12 of 72,000 in the A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit, C's capital account. That is 32,000, 24,000, and 16,000 respectively. To the goodwill account, 72,000. It is closed. Okay. To the goodwill account, it is closed. Clear? Now let's find out. Is it clear? Fine. Now we'll find out the value of goodwill, because here it is not given directly. How to find out? It will be 1.5 years purchase of super profit. So what will be the super profit? I'm just explaining you orally. You can just write it down. Okay, no, make a note of it. The average profit you have to find out first. So last 3 years profit is given 2 lakh plus 2,40,000 plus 3,10,000. Okay, so the total will be how much? 7,50,000, isn't it? 7,50,000. And what will be the average profit then? Divide by 3. 7,50,000 divided by 3, it will be 2,50,000. So the average profit is 2,50,000. Clear? Minus the normal profit. The normal profit is how much? 1,72,000. 1,70,000. So how will you do? Super profit equals to average profit minus normal profit. Average profit is 2,50,000 minus the normal profit is 1,70,000, right? So 2,50,000 minus 1,70,000, it becomes to 80,000. So the super profit is 80,000. The super profit is 80,000, right? The super profit is 80,000. So why I'm repeating super profit again? Because you don't take this value as goodwill. Okay, because goodwill will be equal to what it will be? Goodwill equals to super profit into 1.5 years purchase in this question, right? So super profit is how much? 80,000 into 1.5 years purchase means 1.5. So 80,000 into 1.5 will be how much? 1,20,000. So the value of goodwill of the firm is 1,20,000. Clear? So this 1,20,000 will be taken by, this 1,20,000 is total goodwill of the firm. So out of that, how much will be returning partner share? That is B share will be how much? 3/12. So 3/12 of 1,20,000. 3/12 of 1,20,000 is how much? It is 30,000, right? 30,000. So 30,000 will be taken by whom? A and C. A and C in which ratio? The gaining ratio, that is 3:1. That is 30,000 will be taken by A and C in the ratio 3:1. Clear? That means A will take 22,500, C will take 7,500. The journal entry will be like this: A's capital account debit 22,500, C's capital account debit 7,500 to B's capital account 30,000. Isn't it? Clear? Let's see it and verify whether it is correct or not. No, there is a calculation mistake being done by me. So just a minute, okay? We will just do it here. Goodwill of the firm will be, goodwill of the firm is coming to how much? As I have already told you, super profit into number of years purchase, it comes to 1,20,000. There was a calculation mistake done by me. That is why we got a little different value, because B share is correct. B share is how much? 3/12, isn't it? So 3/5. 3 is 5 plus 4, 9. 3/9. That is why it was a mistake. Okay. So B share is how much? I took as 3/12. That is why B share will be 3/9. That is why it was difficult to find out. 3 by 9 of 1,20,000. Okay, here you can see the calculation has been done. So it is how much? Ultimately 40,000, right? So it was 40,000 here. So B share appeared to be 40,000. Now once this 40,000 you have got, so it will be taken by whom? It will be taken by A and C in the ratio 3:1. So that means A will gain how much? A is going to give how much? 3 by 4 of 40,000. So 3 by 4 of 40,000 is 30,000, and C will give how much? 1 by 4 of 40,000. That means 10,000. You can follow how it is given here in the working note also, or as I told you, you can do in that same way. So the journal entry will be like this: A's capital account debit 30,000, C's capital account debit 10,000, to B's capital account 40,000. Is it clear? I'll just mention it once again here. I hope all of you understood this. Okay. So is it clear, everyone? That means A is going to give 30,000, C is going to give 10,000, and it will be credited in B's capital account as 40,000. Now after the retirement, what is given? That after B's retirement, the profit was how much? 5,40,000. So this 5,40,000 will be taken by whom? A and C. Now we have to find out for that you have to get the new ratio. What will be the new ratio? A was earlier having how much share? It was 4 by 9, and C was having 2 by 9. Then they took B share in which ratio? 3:1. That means A took how much? 3 by 4 of 3 by 9, and C took 1 by 4 of 3 by 9. Okay, 1 by 4 of 3 by 9. So let's see here how much they took and what is the new ratio. You can see in the same way we have already calculated, so I'm not explaining this part here. So the new ratio is how much? 25:11. So 25:11, that means 25 by 36 and 11 by 36. So this profit of 5,40,000 will be taken by A and C in the ratio 25:11. So that will be how much? How the journal entry will be shown? This profit, right? So profit and loss account debit to A's capital account. Sorry, profit and loss appropriation account debit to A's capital account to C's capital account. How much? 3,75,000, 1,65,000. It's just the distribution of profit. Clear? I hope all of you understood this part also. Now let's take up a last sum for treatment of goodwill. Okay, and you have to prepare for your exam also up to here. That is treatment of goodwill up to the treatment of goodwill will be there in your upcoming examination. Okay, so what is here? A, B, C, and D are partners in a firm, sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:3:2:2. That means 3 by 10, 3 by 10, 2 by 10, and 2 by 10. So what happened? D retired, and A, B, and C decided to share the future profits in the ratio of 3:2:1. That means the future profit will be how much? 3 by 6, 2 by 6, and 1 by 6. Goodwill of the firm was valued at 6 lakh, and goodwill already appearing in the book was 4,50,000. Here, the profit for the first year after D's retirement was 12 lakh. Right? That means the old ratio was 3:3:2:2. D is going to leave the business, isn't it? And the future profit of A, B, and C will be, the new ratio is 3:1. Clear? Goodwill of the firm was valued at 60,000. It is not appearing, okay? It is 60,000, the new value. And the goodwill which was appearing in the book was 4,50,000. Here, this we have to write off. 4,50,000 you have to write it off, right? Because this was the value appearing in the book. And the profit of the first year after D's retirement, amounted to 12 lakh. Okay, the profit for the first year after D's retirement was how much? 12 lakh. Clear? So we are required to give the journal entry. So that retirement part, after retirement one, we'll give it later on. First of all, we'll write off the goodwill that is appearing. So 4,50,000 will be written up between A, B, C, and D. Among A, B, C, and D. Okay, A, B, C, and D, how much it will be? In the ratio 3 by 10, 3 by 10, 2 by 10, 2 by 10. So the journal entry will be like this: A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit, C's capital account debit, D's capital account debit. Okay, to goodwill 4,50,000, and it will be given as 4,50,000 into 3 by 10, A will give 1,35,000. Same way, B will give 1,35,000. And in case of C and D, it is 2 by 10. So that means 2 by 10 of 4,50,000. It is coming to 2 by 10 of 4,50,000. It is coming to how much? 90,000. 90,000, right? Clear? After that, after this, what will happen? Once it has been done, then after that, what will happen? We have to find out retiring partner, that is D's share of goodwill. So D's share of goodwill will be how much? It is 2 by 10 of 60,000, right? 6 lakh. So 2 by 10 of 6 lakh is how much? 2 by 10 of 6 lakh is 1,20,000. That means D's share of goodwill is 1,60,000. Now let's find out gaining ratio or sacrificing ratio, whatever it is. So the old ratio is given here 3:2:2:2. The new ratio is 3:2:1. So let's find out in case of A. A was having old ratio of 3 by 10, new ratio of 3 by 6, right? Okay, I'm just showing you again and again. 3:2:2:2, and the new ratio is 3:2:1. That is 3 by 6, 2 by 6, and 1 by 6. So let's find out the calculation now. In case of A, what will happen is that A was having old ratio as 3 by 6, new ratio, A was having new ratio 3 by 6, old ratio 3 by 10. So A is having a gain of 2 by 60. In case of B, B was having new ratio 2 by 6, old ratio was 3 by 10. So again, B is also gaining 2 by 60. But C, in case of C, what is happening? C was now C is going to get 1 by 6. Earlier C was getting 2 by 10. That means 2 by 10 is obviously more than 1 by 6. So what is happening? We can see that C is sacrificing 2 by 60. So C was sacrificing. So in this case, in this type of situation, what will you do? You know, you take the total goodwill and do it. If you take the total fraction, take the total goodwill. If you take only the gain fraction, then you can take only the retiring partner share. But whenever you find that there is one partner gaining, another sacrificing, always take the total goodwill. On the basis of total goodwill, you find out the retiring partner share, gaining partner share, and also you take the total fraction, that is 12 by 60, 2 by 60, 2 by 60. Don't take it 12:2:2. कब नहीं लेना है? जब कोई पार्टनर सेक्रीफाइस और गेन कर रहा है, एक पार्टनर गेन कर रहा है, एक सेक्रीफाइस कर रहा है, तब क्या करोगे? पूरा फ्रैक्शन लेना, ठीक है, और टोटल गुडविल लेना, पूरा फ्रैक्शन, पूरा गुडविल, ओनली न्यूमरेटर, ओनली रिटायरिंग पार्टनर शेयर, याद रखना ये कंसेप्ट, ओके। तो वो कब करना है, ये कब लेना है टोटल फ्रैक्शन? जब एक पार्टनर गेन करेगा और दूसरा सेक्रीफाइस करेगा, ठीक है। सो ओके, एक पार्टनर गेन करेगा, दूसरा सेक्रीफाइस करेगा, तब लेना है. सो दिस वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर योर एग्जाम ऑल्सो. सो व्हाट इज गिवन हियर? द गुडविल वाज 6 lakh, right? And what was A's gain? 12 by 60. So it is 1,20,000 A is gaining. Again B, the goodwill was 6 lakh, B is gaining 2 by 60. So it is coming 20,000. In case of C, the total goodwill is 6 lakh and C is sacrificing 2 by 60. So how much C is sacrificing? 20,000. So C will get 20,000 rupees, right? And in case of D, what is happening? D share is 2 by 10. See, what is happening here? In case of D, we'll see that how much D is going to get in the goodwill. So D share was how much? 2 by 10, so 1,20,000, right? 1,20,000. So what will be the journal entry? A's capital will be debited 1,20,000, B's capital will be debited 20,000, to C's capital account 20,000, to D's capital account 1,20,000, right? To D's capital 1,20,000. So the journal entry you can see here: A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit, to C's capital account, to D's capital account, right? So how much it is? A's capital account debit 1,20,000, B's capital account debit 20,000, to C's capital account 20,000, to D's capital account 1,20,000. Clear? Okay, fine. After that, what will happen? The last one, that is the profit after D's retirement was how much? 1,20,000. The first year's profit. Okay. So this 1,20,000 will be taken by A, B, C in the ratio 3:2:1. Here the new ratio has been mentioned. So it will be profit and loss appropriation account debit 1,20,000, 12 lakh, right? Profit and loss appropriation account debit, 12 lakh, to A's capital account, to B's capital account, to C's capital account in the ratio 3:2:1. That means A will get 6 lakh, B will get 4 lakh, and C will get 2 lakh. So the journal entry will be like this: appropriation, profit and loss appropriation account debit 12 lakh, right? Profit and loss appropriation account debit 12 lakh, to S capital account 6 lakh, to B's capital account 4 lakh, to C's capital account 2 lakh. Clear? I hope all of you understood that. Okay, this is how we are going to end up the goodwill treatment in case of retirement. Hope all of you have understood and enjoyed the class. Right? Take care of yourself. Give your attendance, like the video, share the video with your friends also so that they can also understand. Take care of yourself. Okay, and subscribe this particular video so that you can get all the updated videos in your notifications for that updated videos. Right? Okay, till then, take care. Bye bye.